Good evening, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all you amazing people out there. So, this weekend, I was working with my old man, and he's starting to get more interested in. I talked to him a lot about like social media and stuff like that, and how I had a TikTok that got had like 400,000 views, which was awesome. Like, you guys are incredible. Like, the fact that I went from like 14 followers to like almost 4,000 in like a week was kind of nuts. Some of you are haters. Some of you guys liked it. I love all you equally. You're all amazing. I hope you all have amazing lives. Anyways, so he's getting more interested in social media, and I've sent him a couple of my videos, whether they were an inspirational video or whatever. And he's like, man, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like just giving my opinion. I was like, well, that's kind of what the internet is. It's just full of people's opinions. Some people are gonna like it. Some people aren't. That's where your followers come in and your haters. Either way, like, every comment counts, right? But younger people, younger generation, don't just shit on the older generation, because they figured out life, and they made it through high school and college and all that shit before the internet was here. Don't just they're far smarter than you think they are. At one point you didn't know how to fucking crawl, but they didn't laugh at you for it. They taught you how to walk. So give them a fucking break. All right? Okay. Now that we got that cleared up. But seriously, teach them. If they have a question, answer it honestly. Don't just laugh about it and be like, "Oh, grandma, you're old," or "Oh, dad, you don't understand." Like, so teach them. Maybe they want to know. It is the next step in life. Like the direction that society and everything's going is social media and technology, computers, whatever. My dad he's got one email. He doesn't even really know anything about it. He just knows he needs it to get on a phone that he doesn't know how to use. But I've been slowly working with him on it and teaching him slowly. Did you guys see that fuzzy thing floating through the air, or was it just me? But I've been teaching him to work on it, and slowly teaching him how to use his little laptop. He's got just a little tiny one, and how to use his phone, and talking to him about social media and the impact it can have. And when I was describing it to him, he did get it. I mean, he understood it. Like, when I was explaining it to him and what I kind of do with my own platform and channel, whatever. He was like, kind of like that guy on The Last Man Standing. I was like, yeah, just kind of like the dude Last Man Standing. Mike, if you don't know what Last Man Standing is, it's Tim Allen's show, and he comes back from like a hunting trip or whatever, and he comes find out that like his job is basically being replaced because marketing changed from being like a book and sending out catalogs to businesses and shit to the internet. So he learns how to like podcast, kind of, where like when new issues arrive, he makes a funny podcast and shit about it, and markets a random item. And I was like, yeah, kind of like that. I was like, that's kind of what you do, and the internet's still so, maybe not the internet, but like podcasts and stuff like that is it's such a limited market still, right? Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, there's 10,000 podcasters. Agreed, but 10,000 is such a small number compared to what is really going to be like in, say, 10 years. Like, the amount of influencers that are actually going to be in the world that like have a following or like a fan base is kind of outrageous. Like, if you just think back, like, not that long ago, how like plays became movies and movie stars, like, it wasn't that terribly long ago that there really wasn't that many big movie stars, and now there's fucking millions of them, who become big because of this, that, or the other movie. And influencers and podcasts, I mean, are only maybe like 5 to 10 years out from being something like that. So like 10,000 is a relatively small number in the scheme of like, there might be actually like 1 million or more big podcasters that make a living doing podcasts or talking or being an influencer, whatever it is. So, just in general, like, they understand. Like, my dad got it. He understood, like, what it was and why people watch it, and he started looking into some of the people that I like to watch and shit like that, like Graham Stephan. You're amazing. I love your content. Gary Vee, love your content. And my dad actually is a big fan of you too. And so I led him to these things, and he was like, wow, podcast, like, I like this. And I was like, yeah, and, you know, this is in a direction that, like, entertainment is moving. But younger people, take the time to teach whether your grandparents, your parents, anybody who has a question. Like, I understand you guys grew up with it. They did not. They don't get it, but they are smart enough to understand it if you give them 2 minutes of your goddamn life. They taught you how to walk and talk and do all the shit that you do. Give them 10 minutes of your fucking time. Go teach them how to use that goddamn cell phone. All right? It does make a difference. And they might not learn today or tomorrow or the next day, but, like, it's 10 minutes of your day every other day or whatever. But don't just do it for them. Show them. They'll get it. They're smart. They're very capable. They grew up without the internet, and they still answered all the fucking questions that you Google. So, all right? All right. I'm just about off work, so I'm going to head out. You guys have a wonderful evening. It's Monday. So, again, week full of opportunities and adventure. You should be excited for that. Get out of bed tomorrow. Go do something new. Or at least take a step towards your goal. Lastly, like and follow me. It's a shameless ad thing. I don't know. All right. Later, guys.